II. In 1942, the United States sent American troops to England to aid the Allies' cause. The Army Air Corps ran devastating bombing raids over Germany. The story of American GIs in England is a story of a great friendship between two countries. And it is also a story of men facing death, a story of intense fear and intense passion. About 70,000 GIs in England married British women, and they brought their brides home with them. But there was another group of GIs who fell in love in Britain, a group who did not marry their British sweethearts. Today, about 10,000 British citizens claim to be the children that American soldiers left behind. Tonight, we might be able to help one of them who is searching for her father. Her name is Janet Parker O'Regan. She was born on June the 17th, 1944. She was told by her mother that her father was an American GI who had lost his life in combat.
Like most children, you go to school and everybody's got their dad. So I had to make up stories about mine. I knew he was American and that he was in the Air Force, and that was enough. So according to me, he flew planes and he just about won World War II single-handed.
Janet's mother, Rosa Parker, worked at a military base. Her job was to change dollars to pounds for the American GIs. Rosa was engaged to marry a British captain. Then she met Jimmy White, a technical sergeant with the Army Air Corps. He asked Rosa to help spend the money she had just changed for him.
Want to spend some of it with me?
Why not?
Okay.
At first, I think, she found him a little bit brash. But they started going out. They used to go out for walks, to the Red Cross dances.
After a few weeks, Rosa broke off her engagement to the British captain. She was unaware that her American soldier was married.
I don't condemn a married man for falling in love under those circumstances. They came over in '42 and Britain was under siege. It was Fortress Britain, if you like. Now these guys, they came over to a strange land with strange people and they were being slaughtered wholesale when they first came over. Under those circumstances, I don't believe anybody can condemn them for what they did. They were trying to live a lifetime in just a few short weeks. They never knew whether they were going to see their families again. So they had to live while they were alive. It's too late when you're dead.
About a year and a half after Rosa met Jimmy, she discovered she was pregnant with his child. Then she learned from a friend that Jimmy had a wife and baby daughter in the United States. Rosa was devastated.
She stopped seeing him because the relationship was going nowhere. He'd got a wife in America and a child, and he was an American citizen and an American serviceman, and he wouldn't be over here forever.
She broke off the relationship and decided she would tell her child that Jimmy White had been killed in the war. Rosa Parker never fell in love again. Her baby Janet was born on June the 17th, 1944.
I suppose I was about 13 when I asked her why she'd never got married. And she said because she'd loved the best and didn't want second best. And left it at that. Absolutely great.
When she was 40 years old, Janet Parker O'Regan, Rosa Parker's wartime baby, found out she had cancer. It was on this occasion that her mother came forward with the truth.
I'm not really sure why she decided to tell me then that my father hadn't died during the war, that he'd gone back to America in 1945 and that he had a wife and daughter. And I'm not sure what was the biggest shock, the cancer or that. So I decided then that was it. I was going to find him. If it took me the rest of my life, that's how long it took me.
Janet had few facts to help her in searching for her father. She pored over newspapers and documents of troop movements and transfers. She wrote to politicians and veterans groups in the States. Finally, she was referred to Josh Butler, an American investigator who locates missing heirs.
Janet's mother does not know exactly what unit her father was attached to. We know only that his name is James White. Of course, it could have been Earl James White or David James White or who knows what, but James White is quite certain. Army Air Corps, Alconbury, England. We had a few other good clues. Janet's mother remembers that James White's father had been an Episcopal priest in the United States. And I thought, this has got to be a simple job. The Episcopal Church keeps a very good record of its clergy. Baptismal records are available.
Of course. Thank you.
I found some Whites that had been born to these men named White. I found some James Whites, and we followed these leads out, but unfortunately, we were never able to find a James White that was our James White.
Just when Josh was about to give up hope, he discovered a photograph in Life magazine showing a soldier named James White.
One of the covers of Life magazine during World War II, in fact in 1943, had a picture of servicemen from Alconbury, England. In the lower left-hand corner was a man named James White. We took this cover and sent it over to England and asked Rosa Parker to look at this. Did she recognize this man?
She said, that's not Jimmy. And I said, are you sure? She said, yes, that's not Jimmy. She was adamant, she really was, but just something made me wonder. It's awful to think that I disbelieve my mum, but I'm never really sure anymore of the truth or a lie. Perhaps I'm just clutching at straws. I don't know. When I was told that I had cancer, I was angry. And then I thought, well, you've got cancer, you're going to fight, and you're going to beat that. And you've got a dad that you've never seen, and you're going to fight, and you're going to win there. Well, I've beaten the cancer, and I'm fighting to know my dad. And I won't give up.
The child in Janet O'Regan still cries out for the father she never knew. His name is James White. People call him Jimmy. He was born in 1917 and would today be 71 years old. He came from the northeastern section of the United States and served in the 92nd or 93rd Battalion of the Army Air Corps. He has at least one daughter in the United States. Perhaps we here in America can help Janet find her father or her American half-sister. Janet gave us this message to read to her American family. I don't want anything financial or material from you. If you have nothing, then you can come here and I'll take care of you. I don't want to hurt you. If you don't want to have contact with me, just send a photograph and I won't pester you again. It's not having anything at all that hurts. If anyone watching has information about Janet O'Regan's father, James White, please call 1-800-876-5353.